Greetings, fellow explorers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Nex Revolution, Episode 8, Ball Shunt. So for now, I'm just going to hold on to the transplutonics. I don't need the money, and they can be useful outside of selling them. In fact, setting up a hypershunt requires transplutonics, so holding on to it can be a real benefit. Alright, back out we go. Maybe from a gate. So this gate is right next to a blue giant. And I wasn't really searching for the other shunt. In fact, I wasn't even searching for the first shunt. I just happened upon it. So I am going to have to double back to even known systems like Gamma Asmida, because there's no telling whether or not I actually physically went close enough to the star to check. All right, this is a remnant system. Got it. Another thing I could probably do, if I'm not necessarily surveying for worlds, is to ditch the mud skipper. Because the coronal damage from dropping in on stars won't matter because I have solar shielding for my my tender. So I'll do that as well. I should have done that ahead of time. What is going on over here? What the hell? They were having a ping fight. And we'll also be able to move faster as well, because my flagship has a faster move speed than the drone tender, or the mud skipper, whatever it is. Mud skipper. Just have to ditch the crew. Alright. Good. Black market a little bit more fuel and be on our way. Actually, you know, it's independence. I'll just spend the I'll do taxed fuel. Stay on their good side. Now, one thing I have not been looking at, because I've been trying to not multitask and solely focus on this, is whether or not there's missions where I'm headed to. It would be more bang for my buck, but it just takes a lot longer to multitask in that way. So we'll check Lugast, then Ball, and after those two, head back up to Kalimnos. Probably should have slip surged. Hedge has 7 markets with total size of 38. The other thing I want to track is just like Hedge's progress in this big scheme of things. Okay. I don't think it's here. No, I don't want to at a stable location. So this is a no. Ball, here we come. The other thing is, are there trinary star systems? Because they're kind of easy to overlook. Gamakusa. So this is a binary system. No, it isn't. Those are all solo systems. This is a trinary system here. So we can also go to Pauling's trinary to see if there's a shunt there. The other thing I need to remember to do is allow the slip surge to fully form once jumping through it, because if you jump early, you won't go as far. Hello, ball. Maybe it's... Oh, yeah, it's right here. I'm staring at it. So we found it. It also has a gate here. It doesn't have colonizable worlds, though. Cool. Alright, the current priority right now is to survey systems within 10 light years of Ball. Easier said than done. I wonder who's here. I don't think they're hostile to me, because I wouldn't be able to scavenge the debris field. Yeah, they're just scavengers. That's good. So let's activate that gate and get surveying. Oh, there's a... Whoa, Jesus, that's a debris field. Alright, I don't have the people to survey this, but that's a ruins world. It might make sense to pick the Mudskipper back up, because now that I've found... Oh, whoa! Class 5 server data somewhere at Parnassos. So that's a colonizable world, potentially. I'll have to take a look at that. Parnassos, huh? Best way to do that, planets... it's a Terran world in Anyang. It is adequate farmland, ruins, organics, habitable, very low hazard rating, but it is the only planet in the system. So, quite the breadbasket, but nothing else around it. I don't have room for any of that. And we have a new commander. Okay. I don't know if I'm keeping him yet, but probably going to raffle him off. Let's see. 4 Armstrong. No, I think his skills are a little bit weaker. It's the same as Kellyan. If I kept Kellyan, I'll keep him too. So yeah, it drives up my running costs because every idle commander still retains a salary. But so be it. I'm going to run a raffle for that. So raffle timer's up. I'm going to get back to Isaiah. I'll probably actually be able to pick up these cargo pods before they even decay, even though I didn't stabilize them. And maybe this time around, because we're doing like a full survey of 10 light years all around, I will bring enough ships to store stuff. So I'll have lower fuel range, but more storage space. So refitting the Colossus. Forget fuel tanks. We will go with cargo. And in lieu of berthing, we will go cargo as well. 460 should be enough to survey just about any terrestrial planet with ruins. And we have plenty of cargo to scoop up all the lovelies that we find. All work for me. Okay. All set to start the big survey. If I don't end up finding any usable worlds within 10 light years, I mean, so be it, you know? Oh, yeah, fill up the crew. Thank you for the reminder. So 460 max crew, done. So what would be awesome is even if I don't end up finding like a colonizable system, there might be a case where I find a lot more items that allow me to build up new colonies quicker. So if I end up finding soil nanites or hollow dag or, you know, something like that. Not here, though. So this system obviously doesn't have any colonies. I'm not looking just for ruins. I'm looking for colonies. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the transbotonics. I believe that stuff is stored in personal? No. There's exploration. God, there's one of these filters that stores where you have stabilized loot. Huh. Thought it was in fleet logs. Well, either way, we can go back to Trite at some point. So, Ball doesn't have any colonies. Let's... this red giant, highly doubt it will have colonies. It's a red giant after all, but I'll look at it anyway. Ooh. Hedges make it even more inroads into Persian League. Persian League, you're getting your butt kicked. Okay, yeah, there's nothing here. A little bit of waste of fuel. This is a neutron star, so, like, I'm gonna poke my head into the jump point just to survey it, but oh god, get me out. But yeah, I would never even consider colonizing a neutron star system because they suck. I don't like getting blasted. Bottom of the fleet log was somewhere stabilized. Oh yeah, there it is. Thank you. Bottom of the fleet log. Mike Blades uses one again. Do you want to be a mud skipper or a captain? You'll stick with the mud? Alright. Ooh, this... Oh, what the hell? Okay. We just got a Valkyrie, which is like a troop transport for assaults, and a assault cruiser. From a debris field? This does have an Arid world and a Terran world. Oh, the Arid world wasn't by itself. Or the Terran world wasn't by itself. I thought it was. I was wrong. Debris from the Hegemony War? Yeah, probably. Especially if there's a Terran world out here. There's a lot of debris fields. Oh, there's a hail. Sure. Hello, stranger. Is the sector still live? So it's a bunch of people that wanted to join the crew. Sure. Extensive ruins, rich farmland. So this system is like a breadbasket and a half. With an alpha core and an astral carrier blueprint. You got my full attention, system. System full of treasures. System full of colonizable lovelies. I wonder if there's anything hostile here, though. Normally, like, really high-value stuff tends to be guarded. But I don't feel... Oh, there is a Medusa here, too. I don't feel like anything around here is guarded yet. Now, I'm going to want to drop these ships off rather than have them in my crew, because my running costs are going to be real bad if I keep them. On that ping up there, I might want to steer clear of. I'm a little wary of strangers. So this is the amazing Terran world that we found. It's already surveyed, so I can just explore the ruins without having to do another survey. And honestly, it didn't have a lot of awesome stuff. Oh, I have space for it all. That's surprising. But I definitely don't have space for the mining station, so we're gonna definitely want to come back for that. There's no point in me hitting up that mining station and then just like not having space for it. So know that Parnassus has a mining station that we could loot at some point. And I want to keep this system to myself. Because even if I don't necessarily want to colonize this immediately, I don't want the core worlds doing it either. Right? I can definitely see the like Luddic church going, oh, okay, there's like a lovely... no, church, piss off. Wow, okay. Also, whoa, okay. I got another cargo ship, and it was full of transplantonic ores and lobsters. So, radioactive lobsters, got it. That's how you get... That's how Godzilla's made. So now I'm just heading back to drop these ships off, and also to run a new raffle. And let's do a new raffle timer for the captain. So where's the gated ball? To the south. So this jump point's closest. I'm not raffling off the ships that I have because I'm not using them just yet. I might actually use the Colossus and raffle the Colossus off, but I'm not going to use the other ones. I don't have need of a combat ship or troop transport. Troop transport will be awesome when we start raiding people, but we're not quite there yet. Now, one thing I might want to consider is a respec for removal of D-mods. Once we... Maybe not for the Colossus, depending on his D-mods, but once we start using found ships in earnest. So the other Colossus is dry field and cargo, and the new one is compromised storage and increased maintenance, whatever. That's fine. So we'll do dry field and cargo for there as well. Has no weapons, or has one gun. I'll just get rid of it. It's never going to be in combat. And then the other 3 ships will be dry docked for now. So this one is going to get named as well. Just so that we have even more storage space. Oops, I forgot to turn on my transponder. Sorry, Hedge. I'm not really sorry. They're jerks. I'm surprised they didn't scan me. That'd be bad. I've been like an alpha core sitting in my inventory. So I did want to keep the transplutonics in case I have use of them later on. Now that we have a larger fleet, I'm going to want to roll around with a few more supplies than I was before. We'll also not part with the class 5 data, but everything else in my inventory that isn't supplies can be black market. Yeah, I'm totally above board. See, I bought fuel from you. As an apology to the hedge, I'll buy legit fuel, although they probably won't care. Should I go back to Anyang and get the mining station? Probably. I feel like if I don't, I'll forget about it. And the same is true of the transplutonics. If I don't get them sooner than later, they'll decay and I'll lose the option to even get them anyway. So I'll start double backing and cleaning up the treasure that I've found so that they don't get left behind. Rebellion failed. Were you? Just a scav. Okay. And it's location of equipment cache. Oh, wow. Okay. So we got Nexerelin mod, 2 beta cores, corrupted nanoforge, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then the ruins has more ore. I don't need to break down the sensor array. So I think everything that was here I have now. Now, Borlu's transplutonics is a little far away, so I'm not going to do that at this moment. I'll finish the survey west of Ball, which should be... I am currently 8 light years, so it's probably just going to be these 2 systems here, Delta Kusa and Gamma Kusa. And then I'll be done with the western survey. There's also one more system north of me as well. Mindsteddle, congrats. You are the cap. And then the ship. The Draco Fallen. We keep riding. There's nothing here. This planet is dead. Out we go. So now I am 9 light years. Yeah, so the black hole system's going to be too far. Belta Sonora might be close enough, probably, and then all of Belforan, or Bellerophon, or Bellerophon. There we go. Should be close enough to Ball, and then the rest of Pauling, too. I'm bad at words. I had a weird notion that this had ruins, and I was right. It's not worth coming to. It's barely at all, but alright. So in Starsector, the improvements, save for some very special case scenarios, like giving a fusion lamp to Kanta, these sort of items, well, and then the nanoforges are typically installed by Core Worlds, but they don't really use any of the other colony items that I know of. I can't think of an exception between Kanta's fusion lamp and like nanoforges. I don't think they use like drills or siphons or anything like that. Oh, this is not a safe system to be in. So this is probably a Nexus system. A remnant system. Hop out of here. And we are 8 light years from Ball. All right, so let's go east. Do some more surveys. Whoa, there is... Why is there 2 fleets all the way out here? Pretty far from core. They're doing their own surveying. I don't like it. Stay out of my woods. That one was easy to survey. It's nothing but a star. We are now 8 light years from Ball. There's probably not going to be any colonizable worlds. Oh, wow, Persian, you are getting your what? Whooped. How does it look now? 9 markets? Oh my god. Persian League, can you get your act together? I need you to survive long enough for me to have, like, some sort of colony start. Because you're losing so quick, you're going to make it impossible for me. The one issue that I have for Nexerelin, not really an issue, is that sometimes the galaxy just goes to hell before you're even able to do anything. It happens. But it makes for a bit of a chaotic experience at times. Fun one at that, though. Alright, I wouldn't want to settle here because of, well, the neutron star. But I'll check for ruins real quick. None. Out we go. We're almost, I would say we're like 2/3 done with the survey around the shunt. One could make the argument that Anyang is okay. Adjacent to Anyang, I'm curious if there's any like hot worlds. This Baron Bombarded might be hot. So we could double back and see if we can make Anyang a multi-system destination once we're done, unless we find something better. You guys will have the opportunity to vote. Faceless Genie, welcome to your first stream. And thanks for tuning in. And Cicerone and Ink, thank you for the resubs too. Nothing here. Out we go. So last but not least, do I have the fuel? I might... How full is my cargo? Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Ball and dump my current cargo and refuel. Because if I keep going, I do risk getting stranded and marooned out in the middle of nowhere. Would not be great. Opfer, thank you for the sub as well. Oh, we're looking good. Oh, and all the gifted subs. I think I need a drink to that. Cheers. Thanks for the transponder reminder. I wish the gates would warn you when you're gating into somewhere that you need to turn your transponders back on. Or, like, not that you need to, but like, hey, you're heading into a civilized sector. Do you want your transponders on? Because, like, God, I never remember. I never remember until the fast pickets go, hey, 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 hey. Headlights gotta be on. Sorry. Sorry, police. It's half the reason, like, the reason why I never settle inside of core worlds, so that I'm not policed by other people. Okay, we're refueled and ready to go. So there's just one more constellation system left to head to. Which is east-northeast of Ball. That would be the Pauling. I have high hopes for Hera. Come on, Hera. You're like mother of mythology. Oh, and that's what happens when you slip surge too early. I didn't realize that I was going to drift into where it was forming. But, like, you get a half jump or whatever. Oh, wow. Desert, arid, desert, toxic? If the toxic is hot... Our blueprints? I can return that to them, I guess. And Hera has the Eris world. That's kind of funny. They're probably all Greek myth worlds. I don't want your ships, but I will take your I don't like... Well, Hurricane Mervs are actually pretty okay missiles. And there was a hail here too, right? You want some supplies? Trading crew for supplies. No? Thank you. Accelerated shields, defensive targeting array. What is this? Fighter communications repurpose extends the ballistic and energy weapons of a ship's fighters. Oh, that's nice. That'd be good for the Legion. Okay, I hope these fleets aren't hostile. I don't have the capacity to fight. Seem fine, they're scavengers. Just like me. But they don't dream big enough. So I'm gonna survey this. Oh, extreme heat. That's actually that's kind of a good thing. And has I think I just accidentally did some mission here. So it has ultra rich rare ores and trace volatiles. So if we set up mining here, we could kind of get a little bit of volatiles. The toxic atmosphere isn't awesome, but nor is the high gravity. It's not terrible though. Now, what was the... That sound was... Oh, and there's a research station. Hell yes. With 89 topography data, phase anchor, and automated repair unit, and a bunch of junk. Plasma cannons, already have it though. Shield conversion for Omni, high resolution sensors. Nice. Storm needlers, all very nice. These scavengers that are in the system, they're doing a pretty terrible job of, you know, actually scavenging, because there's way too much valuable stuff here to say that they've been thorough. Harvested organs, 143 of them. Yum. I mean, whoops. Makeshift shield generators. Attack lasers. A lot of blueprints. And there's one world left. So it didn't have ruins, but I surveyed it anyway. This would not be a terrible system to potentially colonize because, well, is there farmland? No, there's poor farmland on Ares, but there's also rare ore, which means there's no soil nanite opportunities there. It's not amazing, but it's not the worst. I don't know how it compares. It would, I'm not sure how it compares with the other system that we found. It's not great. I would say it's like a C, maybe, if I had to give it a rating. Like, everything else has been an F, more or less. And this one is like a C, and maybe the other one's kind of a C. 4 planets is nice. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I agree with that. They're just not very good planets on their own. So whether they add up, all 4 of them, to something better than the... You know, the sum is better than the value of the individual parts. But there's still a little bit more surveying left to do, so maybe I got lucky. So this is a trinary system with all terrible worlds. Of that last system, for hazard ratings, they were all somewhat high hazard. So the initial cost would be a little expensive. And then the bigger deal is that it's out in the sticks, very far from core. So the accessibility rating would be terrible. Or is terrible. Doesn't matter for me. I mean, I can jump around, but for everyone else. So we are now 8.6 light years from Ball. So probably Chax and Thanatos are going to be within range as well. And those are the last 2 planets within range of the second shunt. Chax has nothing. It has Tartarus. Great. Yeah, definitely want to settle on a planet named Tartarus. Hey, where do you live? Oh, you know, hell. Oh, cool. What's the temperature like? Hellish. And where's the... now here's Thanatos. Thanatos does not have... Oh no, it has a water world. Manticore. Water worlds... Generally, another plasma cannon blueprint? This is the 3rd plasma cannon blueprint that we found. It's ridiculous. Also, Opfer, thank you for the gifted subs yet again. And Iolobot for the sub. Cheers to all of you, and thank you for the support for this series. Yeah. Manticore doesn't look terrible. With even more harvested organs. Man, when I get back to Core World, they're going to be like, so, care to explain all the organs that you have? And I'm going to be like, nope. Nope. Not going to explain it. You don't need to know. I found them all legitimately. Legitimate salvage, I promise. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nex Revolution, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 2nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Starsector players.